Hey guys, it's Emily here, also known as Eloquent My Dear. I hope that's not too cheesy. I wanted to make a vlog today talking about being the natural you and being who you are and embracing who you want to be and becoming that person. Not even particularly in a personality sense. This is a much more aesthetically focused vlog. What's inspired me to make this vlog is today I went into school wearing a skirt and I have not shaved my legs in literal months. Like, I have not shaved my legs in so long. I don't remember when I last shaved my legs, and I wasn't wearing tights. I was just wearing a skirt and the hairy legs are free. And that's the first time I've ever done that. That's the first time I've ever gone out in something which shows my legs, whether that's a dress, a skirt or shorts, and just shown leg hair. I have had a lot of on and off issues with body hair. Basically, the reason I ever first started shaving was because I had hairy underarms, and a boy in my year, in year 7, commented basically like, "Oh, you need to shave your underarms," and was laughing at me. And so I went home and asked my mum if I could start shaving, if she could buy me a razor so I could start shaving. So already I was pressured into shaving by cis men in my life, literally at the age of 11, 12, being bullied by other 11, 12-year-olds into shaving my underarms. After that, I kind of got a little bit obsessed with having any kind of body hair. I used to shave my underarms basically every day. I would shave my legs all the time. If we had a physical education session, we call it PE or games in England. I don't know what other places call it, but if we had a sports lesson and I knew, I would be getting changed in a room full of girls, I would always shave my legs, even my stomach, parts of my chest, even though it's literally like peach fuzz. Like, you can only see it probably in light. We're mammals. We have body hair, and we have hair like most places. Just because it's darker on some people or more prominent on some people and much lighter on other people doesn't mean it's not there. But basically, I used to just want to rip every single bit of my body hair off. I would shave my arms nearly every day. Basically just shaving everything, and it used to cause me a lot of stress, and I used to be so embarrassed by even having like stubble from hair, but I would shave so often that it would hurt, and I would end up with rashes on my arms and my legs and my underarms because I was shaving so much. And after a little while, probably when I was around 13, going on to 14, I sort of eased off a little bit. I still would shave my legs anytime I thought they were going to be seen. I would shave my arms most of the time, but the stomach had stopped being shaved, apart from on holiday. On holiday, I would shave my stomach. Everything else was mostly okay, with shaving my underarms nearly every day. Then when I was sort of 14, 15, things kind of changed in me and who I am. A little bit, just a teeny tiny bit. Basically, one day I just kind of went, fuck it. I have hair on my arms. Most people do. Nearly everyone does. And the people who were harassing me about it or bullying me about it were cis boys who have hair on their arms. And so whenever anyone would make a comment about it, I'd just be like, yeah, you have hair on your arms too. It's natural. That's what happens. So after that, I've not shaved my arms in a very long time, which I'm very happy about. Now it's just there. It's just there because that's how everyone's body hair is. It's just there. And so getting towards 15, 16, I kind of stopped caring as much about shaving my underarms. People don't see it. They just don't. It's very rare for people to see it. And so I thought, well, people aren't seeing it, you know. It doesn't matter. I can just not do it, you know. If I'm wearing a top that has short cut sleeves, which is very, very infrequently anyway, I'll just shave then. I'll plan ahead. So that evolved into just shaving my underarms when I feel like it, which is the current now. You know, after multiple times of sort of being caught out, I guess, and not having shaved underarms, while suddenly realising, oh shit, my arms are up and I have hair on my underarms. Oh wait, that's okay, that's normal. After a little while of that, it's become my normal routine. I don't often shave my underarms. I don't often shave anything. Like, I just shave if I want to. The only sort of restricting thing about it was my legs. That's the one thing where I was like, no, if my legs are gonna be seen, I'm gonna shave them. And today that changed. Today I went out with really hairy legs. And I got one comment on it. One. From a cis boy in year 8, year 9, so probably around the age of 13. One boy or group of boys who were like, ew, hairy legs! I'm not even kidding, that is exactly what they said. And they were not being sarcastic. They literally went, ew, hairy legs! Like, bitch, have you ever, like, had a shower? Have you ever seen your own legs? They're covered in hair. That's what makes us mammals. So it's been an incredibly, like, freeing day for me in a very, like, minimal way. And this has been a different year for me. I have gone out of the house without makeup for the first time in years. Gone to school without makeup on for the first time in years, and it's freeing, and at the same time I'm still limited because I have something called dermatillomania. If you're not familiar with it, it is a branch of OCD where you pick your skin. Anything which you think is an imperfection, you pick. So some examples are dry skin around your fingernails, dry skin on your lips, dry skin on your feet, all get picked. Any sort of slightly ingrown hairs on your arms or legs, they get picked. Any little bumps on your face, your shoulders, your chest, your legs, anywhere gets picked. This is with the idea of getting rid of it and making it perfect, but of course it makes a worse bump, and then you pick that, and that scabs over, and then you pick that. It's such a destructive cycle, but it's a mental illness, and it's incredibly hard to overcome, and I am attempting to be in the process of overcoming it, but the areas which affect me most are my shoulders, my chest, which is okay at the moment, and my face, and a bit of my back and neck as well. But my chest isn't great at the moment. You know, it's not spotless. And yet, I went out today with like a bit more of a low cut top, and I wasn't wearing a scarf with it. I wasn't wearing a necklace to cover stuff up, you know? I have a scar here, I have a scar here, I have a scar here. You can't see it from that distance, but they're here. And fuck it. I used the fuck it adjustment. The fuck it adjustment is just fuck it. This morning I had to give myself a pep talk to actually go out of the house in a skirt with hairy legs. I used the fuck it adjustment. Fuck it. Like, that's what you have to do, and it helps me because of the type of person that I am. Obviously it may not help you. The purpose of this vlog in the end is to help and inspire people. I hope. I hope that at least one of you gets something out of this. I think definitely it helps to have some comebacks in your mind. Even if you never have to use them, even if you get too nervous to use them, just if you are going out of the house and you're not wearing makeup or you have hairy body parts, just be like, you know what? This is what I'm going to say. If anybody bitches, this is what I'm going to say. That's what I was like this morning. This morning I was like, if anybody bitches, I'm going to be like, you have hair on your legs too, okay? Everybody has hair on their legs. It's natural. This is my natural state. This is misogynistic bullshit, because why are women expected to always shave their legs and men not? Also, I don't identify with the gender binary. So even if you want to put your misogynistic bullshit on me, nah, because I'm not a lady. But obviously there are some things that you can take from that and some things that you can't. The dermatillomania, like I said, I'm still working on, because it's really hard for me. And one day I hope it won't be as hard. And slowly I'm doing the same thing. It's that, oh well, if people see this bit and there's no comments, and even if there are comments, I have some sort of comeback, at least in my head. Next time it'll be easier. And I think you just have to slowly introduce yourself to these things. And still, my arms and my shoulders are fucked right now, but this top is a vest top, so I still have not taken this little bolero off all day because my neck and my shoulders are fucked. So I'm still limiting myself because I'm afraid that all these red marks and all these scars and scabs are disgusting, and people will comment, or even worse, people won't comment and they'll just bitch behind my back. I would honestly prefer someone to come up to me and be like, hey, why do you have so many spots? Why are you covered in scabs? Why have you got so many red marks? And to just be like, I have dermatillomania, I pick my skin, it's a mental illness, bye. That's incredibly soothing to me. Now that I'm more open about my mental illnesses, that is a huge help. Obviously, I still pick and choose who I tell about my mental illnesses and how open I am about them, but most of the time, if someone asks me why I'm off school or why I speak up about OCD, things like that, or transgender issues or sexuality issues, or someone asks me about sexuality, I will straight up be like, yeah, I am a trans person, I am a queer person, I have many mental illnesses. If you want to hear about them, I am okay telling you about them. Depression, OCD, anxiety, they're the big three. I am so much more open about most things than I used to be. But it's a learning process, and no one should feel guilty for not being open. I think that's really important. You shouldn't beat yourself up for not being open or for taking steps backwards. Just as with any mental illness or any condition, don't beat yourself up if you have to take a step back or you relapse, anything like that. It's okay. It's a part of the process, and every time you're going to improve, and every time I show a few of my scars, it's going to improve and I'm going to feel more confident. And every time I show my hairy legs, it's going to be easier. And having just a shock to the system where you're like, fuck it, can help in that process for some people. So I hope this vlog does inspire somebody, because seriously, if you want to go out with hairy legs, do it. This vlog is not about show your hair. This vlog is about, if you don't want to shave your legs, don't. If you don't want to wear makeup, don't. Don't feel obliged by any of society's rules to do it. But take your time if you need it. If you need to take time to adjust to being your natural self, do it. Be patient with yourself and be kind. And remember that no matter what anyone else says, if they make bitchy comments, if they laugh, if they smirk at you, they're not the sort of people that you want to be interacting with anyway. They're not the sort of people that you need that judgment. You know, they're not the sort of people whose judgment you would value. Personally, I value the judgment of my friends. They're the only peers that I really appreciate judgment from. And my friends are a wonderful group of people who are like, fuck it, show your hairy legs. We don't care. Like, that's normal, that's human. Fuck misogynist society. Fuck every single box that women are put into. Fuck every single box that trans people and sexuality queer people are put into. Just fuck boxes. Don't fuck boxes. Fuck these labels which are put onto us, and you must do this and you must do this. But don't get angry with yourself if you can't do it, or if you take time. I thought I would never leave the house without shaving my legs, wearing a skirt. I did today. I currently am thinking I will never leave the house showing my scabby red shoulders. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it one day. Whether that's tomorrow, whether it's in a week, whether it's in a year, or whether it's not until I'm in my 30s. One day I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be proud of it, and I'm gonna have my my sassy one-liners to throw back at people if they comment or if they look. I'm gonna have my comebacks, and I'm gonna comfort myself, and I'm gonna soothe myself and say, this is the natural me. This is who I am, and this is who I want to show to the world. And if the world doesn't like it, I don't care. Because this is natural. This is who I am. So, with all that said and done, thank you very much for watching. And do what you want with life. Do what you want, and always have hope. Always have hope that things are going to change, because they will. And they will change for the better. You will have ups and downs, but they will change for the better. And particularly if you're near my age, if you're a young person, things are shit all the time. All the time. They're shit. If you're suffering with mental illness, if you're queer, if you have disabilities or conditions, everything's shit. I know. I know. I have so many problems in my life, and most of us do. But we power through them, and things will always get better. And even if it's just a simple thing, like, today I'm going to show my hairy arms. It's important, and it's valid, and it makes a difference in your life. And your confidence is the most beautiful thing that you can wear, along with being yourself. You're still gorgeous if you don't have confidence to wear. Just being yourself is gorgeous and beautiful, and if you can do that and be confident in it, that's just an extra portion of amazing. I'm going to stop talking now. Thank you so much once again, and hopefully I will see you in another vlog. Goodbye!